Alright, now I'm going to have a little coffee, and this coffee is going to help bring about a psychic transformation of my being and elicit another character who lives within me who knows a lot about this machine. This machine is a drawing machine. It makes drawings with coffee or other substances, but coffee is a good one. Has a good rich black color. Okay. Now since I finish this, we'll begin the transformation. I can feel it coming on now, the shaking just at the right.
So the transformation is complete, right?
Yeah, obviously. Alright. You read that?
Yep.
Did I tell everyone who I am? Oh, the water's boiling, so I can have a cup of coffee. Parched, you know?
What are you doing? You're pouring that boiled water through a filter?
We're rolling. Great. I'm now making coffee again. Well, the other guy had plenty of coffee, but me, remember, I just got here. Some more in here. Drip, drip, drip. Now for the slower, note the, is everyone out there noting the correlation between the dripping coffee and what is about to take place, for all those that you know about the excitement of the machine itself? And this drawing machine draws with coffee, and coffee is its medium, and it surges through the machine, making its wonderful piece of art. And the coffee surges within me as well. That's where we're alike. Coffee helps me to transform, and it helps the machine to make a drawing, or at least what I consider to be a drawing. Okay.
You're about to do?
It's about to turn it on.
Alright.
And I'm going to turn it on, and we're all going to hope that it works, although it will not work if it is not plugged in, because more important, possibly, than coffee is electricity, because electricity flows through my brain, throws through the video camera, throws through the machine itself. There, note the lovely red light. See that? See that? As my eyes turn red, the red light turns red. Alright, enough help for the audience. Is it on? It's on. And we've got a little problem here, Brian. A minor problem. We're getting a elegant Japanese brush mark, but our crow quill mark has vanished. I guess I should explain for all those that weren't here earlier and missed the first act. Cut!
This drawing machine.
Well, what do I make of it? Well, I don't make anything of it. It makes itself, I would say.
I guess the drawing machine is quite an innovation of that Michael Garr character. To know that Michael Garr, you would know that drawing machine.
Thank you. What do you think of it?
I don't know, it's another aberration of Michael's sick mind, but it seems to be kicking out a lot of work. Maybe he wouldn't get as much done if he didn't have it, so that's my opinion about it.
Looking for
A crow quill point that goes right on here, so that we get the two different lines. The crow quill line from here, and the brush mark from here. Yeah, that might work. It's a little larger. Thanks. Then what I've normally been using.
What do you make of this machine?
What do I make of this machine? It's ingenious. It's the most ingenious technological advancement I've seen in the last decade. It's
What do you make of Mike Gar's machine over there?
Well, it's a sublime masterpiece. It's like a cockroach drawing from its antlers.
Thank you. Okay, Mike, would you like to talk about this machine a little more?
Sure. Well, it makes 3 variations of mark. The crow-quill line, the brush, and the random drip. Combination of an idea of control and the variations within strict limitations. The machine has a consistency that the human cannot compete with, although its limitations are much greater than the human being for now. Till
Do you think that this machine is marketable?
well, probably not in this stage. It's
It still has some problems.
yeah, you know, I mean,
see
it's
that
working
crow
out.
quill I see.
There we go. So it's the little technical things like removing the final end of the roll haven't been worked out yet. You know, I got to get a grant for that. But it can turn itself off. You like that? See that? And you know, you'll have to always hire someone to stand here and load and reload the machine. But you know, that's what humans really like to do.
Okay, so can we have a good look at the product? Like, I mean, can we stretch it out or something?
So, what do you make of this machine? I mean,
I don't know. I'll have to see it work again.
Okay.
now, do you worry that Michael Gar's drawing machine might become a competition for you in the world of painting and art?
I feel Michael Gar's brain is a competition to me, and I guess the machine is a manifestation of his brain, so yes, it worries me.
Do you think that this machine might someday obsoletize drawing by hand?
I think that it's quite possible that within 5 or 10 years, everybody would be, you know, doing it. It's completely possible.
Do you feel that Mr. Gar is creating an inordinate amount of waste, or do you feel that this is art in some way?
I feel that it is. It's fine art, in a wasteful sense.
Buzz. Oh, look at my hand here. This is. Can we get any of that there? That there is electricity pulsing through me. But I can keep moving, whereas certain things can take place and bug the whole damn works up, as you can see here. That's why you gotta have a guy standing by at all times, at all hours of the night, because you just never know when your machine that is supposed to be such a dependable product of our society that we wait and always use and always depend on constantly to get our money, to count our money, to count, in fact. We don't even know how to count anymore. The caffeine surging through the bloodstreams, the effect on the brain, causing one to speak very, very quickly, and you don't know if you can catch up, and it takes a long, long practice. But whereas the machine can deal with a constant flow of electricity that doesn't really disrupt it. It stays at a steady, consistent rate. It never really changes very much from day to day. You know, it can have coffee, it can have water, it can have Indian ink. You can probably thin sort of plastic paint substance like an acrylic paint, you know, and it can handle it all. It doesn't make a difference. You know, Coca-Cola, you could probably put any kind of liquid in you want. Human blood you can put in the machine, but it wouldn't make a difference. But me, you know, I drink too much coffee, and I'm wired, you know. We're wired. Implications. This machine, where's my microphone? This machine has everything in it that is completely not mythic. It has everything that the myth lacks. Myth, although it's a nice thing, a myth, as I can explain very clearly, is a lie. This machine was the after effect of the myth machine. It is completely and permanently fixed in time. It is a solid, portable unit that can go anywhere you want with it. It'll be here as long as there's rubber tubing and someone to make sure that the little crow quill here is in the right place. Everything will work just fine. You know, it stays here forever. It never really becomes mythic because it never really disappears. A quality of myth is, it's imperative that the actual thing doesn't have a real presence in the physical world.
Could we take this opportunity to talk about your myth machine?
No, we can't, of course, because we're talking about the drawing machine. Now, I realize it's going to be difficult to talk about it because it really has no mythic ideas. It's merely a machine. It's a car. You know, how mythic is a car? Think about your mythic cars. I mean, they're just not there. You know, I mean, sure, some people are very affectionate about cars. They like cars an awful lot. But when you get right down to it, a car isn't really mythic. It's something that takes you from one place to another. This is a machine that takes us and does a drawing. You know, it does something. Now, but you know, the drawing, it'll exist, you know, until it breaks down. And you know, maybe something horrible could happen to my machine. It might disappear. All that would be left was this wonderful videotape that another machine made of it. And then we have the record of it, and the record is there, and the record is there, and there's no retelling of the story. It lives and lives and lives, and then eventually, if for any reason it would die, but I imagine, you know, the Museum of Modern Art will take care of this forever and ever and ever, and not have to worry about that. It'll be here till the end of time, and we won't need to develop myths about it because we'll have the real thing, the real experience. Anytime you want to make a drawing like this, you can just go ahead and do it, you know. In a way, you know, you might call this the mythic history, you know. I mean, this is the initial early drawing done here. You can see. I mean, you might scoff at my coffee drawing, but right here, I've come a long way. You know, I mean, this here, it's nothing. Now, went through a series of these. You know, I mean, work after work after work. Now, sure, I'd like to take a lot of the credit, but give credit where credit is due. You know, I mean, the Wright brothers, you know, they were nice guys, but it's the planes. You know, the planes take us from one place to another. The machine is responsible for this. I am an artist, but I am not responsible. Completely irresponsible.
What do you make of this machine?
Well, it's kind of, I don't really know, to be perfectly honest. I don't think I have a very substantial, I don't know what it is.
It's a drawing machine.
Oh, okay. Is this sort of a parody on?
Okay, I think it's a very big mess. I think it's Mike Gar. That's it.
And what is your reaction to this machine?
Really, the variations of the marks to me is what it talks about, is like the differences between marks and coffee and paper towel and like a turntable. But one's like there's coffee and then there's the turntable and there's the paper towel.
It was damaged when it was brought
Get up next to the
in the
machine.
box.
Mike Gar is God. That's all I can say.
An oracle.
An oracle. The up and down of the whole thing is truly amazing, especially how big the pile's getting.